Hola chicos, so what we're going to do right now is we are going to go through the final page of your test review for chapter 2B. This is the section focused on answering the questions in Spanish based on a student schedule. Alright, so what I find with questions like these, where we struggle, is the fact that we're forgetting parts. So let's make sure we have all of the parts. Let's look at the question itself. It's asking, ¿hay clases a las 4 de la tarde? Break it down. What's it asking? Are there classes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, the information we have says that classes end at 3 p.m. So if they end at 3 p.m., can there be classes at 4? The answer to that would be no. So no, there aren't classes. Well, an I question like this, it's a yes-no question. So let's first start off by answering the question. No, comma. Okay. So no, there aren't classes. No hay clases. Okay. When are there not classes? A las 4 de la tarde. Now, I fully realize in real life you could say no and just answer the question. Or you could say no, no hay clases. No, there aren't any classes. We're kind of just extending it out into all the parts for now, so you can see how all the parts work together. You can always pull back later. Right now, we're just kind of extending out these sentences a little bit. Let's look at the second question. ¿A qué hora es la clase de arte? At what time is art class? Well, now we know, we've done this one, that art class is from 8 to 9 o'clock. We know that it starts at 8 o'clock. That's what we're focused on. Now, obviously, in real life, you could just say a las 8, at 8 o'clock. We're going to extend it out. I want you to get in the habit of seeing a subject with a verb, the way things go together. We can always pull back on that later. So we're going to do what we normally do. You take a question. A question is simply a statement backwards. So we work it backwards. The subject, la clase de arte. So we've taken care of that part. Well, use the question to your advantage. It's asking, at what time is the class? So the class is. There it is. We need es. Okay, and at what time? Now let's answer the question. A las 8. There is not an AM or PM there, so we're just going to stop it there because we don't have any more information. Es a las 8. Now I'm going to assume it's in the morning, but it doesn't say that, so just let it go. Last but not least in this section, cuando, when, termina, does it end, la clase de computación. So when does computer class end? Well, once again, extend it out. When does computer class end? Computer class ends at a certain time. Up here it tells us that computer class is from 10 to 11, so it ends at 11 o'clock. Check it off. Once again, start with your subject. What ends? La clase de computación ends. What does it do? So there's our subject. Well, what it does is ends, termina. And then, when does it end? Remember, we don't use our question word in our answer ever. I'm going to go down here so I have some room. A las at 11. Bam. So that's about answering the questions. What I've noticed with these, the big thing people forget is that everything has its parts. Computer class is your subject. Termina is your verb. A las 11 is your time. You want to have all those chunks put together. So let's look at the final section, which is on adjective agreement. I'm going to slide this up so we hopefully can fit everything in. Perfect. We can. That's amazing. Que fantástico. All right. So it says that we have to correct the descriptions by replacing the underlined words with the words in parentheses. Remember to check your verb, noun, and adjective agreement. Here we go. The first sentence tells us that there are some yellow books. There are some yellow books. Well, we're going to get rid of unos libros, and we're going to replace it with una camisa. Okay? So we're going to make it, instead of there are some yellow books, we're going to make it there is a yellow shirt. Well, there is or there are is I. It's the same word. So nothing here changes. And what is that shirt going to be? It's going to be yellow, but here's the thing. Yellow is an adjective. And adjectives, in their natural state, are masculine singular. The only reason it was amarillos up here is because it was describing unos libros. It's not describing unos libros anymore. it's now describing una camisa. Una camisa is feminine, so amarilla. That's what you have to do. You don't get to change una camisa to unos camisos. You cannot change the gender of a noun. You don't have that power. Adjectives change, nouns don't. So that's the way that one goes. In número dos, it tells us that she is wearing a shirt that's green. So she's wearing a green shirt. We don't want the shirt to be green anymore. We want the shirt to be rojo, red. So she is wearing a red shirt. Sweet. Ella lleva, I don't know if I gave myself enough room. Una, I'm just going to stick this in here. Camisa rojo. Una camisa rojo. You can't do that. Rojo is masculine, and rojo is describing una camisa. So you are going to make rojo, roja. Ella lleva una camisa roja. You don't have to change ella lleva. She is wearing. That doesn't change. What's changing is the color of the shirt, and the color is red. Número tres. It says that Maria tiene el libro gris. Oh, sorry, not Maria. Marta. Marta has the green book. Green, no gray. Goodness. So Marta has the gray book. She's not going to have a gray book anymore. She's going to have some gray socks. So Maria has the gray socks. Maria. I keep saying Maria. Marta. Marta tiene. She still has. There's nothing different about that. But what she has changes. Los calcetines. And the calcetines are gray, gris. But the problem is, we changed our noun from being masculine singular to now a masculine plural noun. Gris is singular. So you have to change the adjective to make it agree with what you are now describing. Los calcetines grises. So Marta tiene los calcetines grises. All right, two more. It tells us that la camiseta es amarilla. The t-shirt is yellow. I don't want the t-shirt to be yellow anymore. Now I want los pantalones. But think about this for a second. If we leave it as it is, it's now going to say the pants is yellow. You don't say the pants is yellow. The pants is yellow. The pants are yellow. We are going to change es. Es is singular. And if we think of our Sarah conjugation chart, bump, 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 es is on this side for singular things. Over here, son. Son what? They're going to be yellow. It starts off at amarilla, but what is yellow describing? It's describing the pants, los pantalones. You've got to change the ending. Amarillos. You can't change los pantalones to la pantalona. That's not a thing. Adjectives, descriptive word, depend upon the noun. Okay, so I think we're back. Small glitch. Of course, my computer died because I didn't have it plugged in. All right, see? Technical issues. They all happen. All right, so that was my fault. So I think, see, make sure I have myself where I ended off. Los pantalones son amarillos. They all agree. There we go. Last one. Of course, it happens on the last one that my computer dies because I don't have it plugged in. Here we go, last one. Let's slide this down a little bit so we have a little more room. Fantastic. It tells us that los lápices son negros. The pencils are black. We don't want them to be black anymore. We want them to be blue. So los lápices son, they're going to be azul, blue, but azul is singular. And azul is describing los lápices. We have to make that azules. Azules. And actually, I want to do one more just for the good of the cause. Let's do this. Let's slide this down a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And just for practice sake, I'm going to add a number 6 to this. So I'm going to do this in my pencil. So it looks more or less the same color. So we're going to say hay dos estudiantes. No, I don't want to do estudiantes. Let's do escritorios. Good. Escritorios. So there are 2 desks. I'm going to change it to only having one. Only have 1 desk. Okay. So we're going to make it dos is what we get rid of. So instead of saying there are 2 desks, we're going to say that there is hay one desk. Escritor y os. That looks right. Wrong. Because here's the deal. If there's only one, can it be escritorios, plural? Not so much. Hay un escritorio, period. Now we're good. Wrong. Remember, you can't put uno in front of a noun. You have to use an indefinite article instead. It will never be uno of something. You have two choices. Una, if it's feminine. If it's masculine, you change the uno to just plain old un. Hay un escritorio. That is how it should be. So a little tip from me to you. Remember that? Here we go. I think we got this under control. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Hasta luego.